So I keep doing this fun thing where I completely forget to plug my laptop in when it's time for an art stream. So you guys are gonna get the gross green bars for a second, because I'm a professional. Woo! Look at me being a pro at this. I'm so good at streaming. Hi guys. Alright, I'm here. I'm alive. I lived. First of all, how's that sound volume? Because I got a couple new songs on the playlist, and by a couple I mean it added like 50 new songs, which is not... I'm not gonna lie, that's not as intense as Dyer would have done, but Dyer is too busy, so I did it myself. Sounds good? Okay, sweet. I wanted to make sure, because I didn't get to do any kind of, like, balancing on the individual audio files, so I kind of flipped through them real quick to make sure they were all sort of similar to other stuff that was already on the playlist. So, the new music shouldn't be too much louder than the normal stuff, but we'll figure it out. Oh, I downloaded that whole, already linked the Croc soundtrack, and I just downloaded the whole thing. Just done. Beautiful. I did weed out a bunch of them, because there were some of them I just didn't like, or I thought were too much, or were too short, so I did take some of it out, but we'll figure out which ones we like and which ones we don't as we go. So, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna focus this one down a little bit, because I got some stuff I want to fix on it. I tried to work on it at lunch today for a little while, but something's kind of fucked up with the one arm, so I'm gonna just fix that real quick. Mostly this hand needs to move, because this whole area right in here is like a bad silhouette. So we're just gonna move it. We're just gonna put it up here. Boom. And we'll just erase out that area. I did grab some of the suggestions you guys made as well. I grabbed a bunch of stuff after work today, so we'll go through it. Of course, we're probably gonna get a lot of the same songs we usually do. Let me flip through a couple. I did not. Kuro! Ah, there you go. Good job, PayPal. Fucking PayPal. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I didn't know that there was like a limit on how much you were allowed to tip. That does help, because that actually covers the cat's, So this last round of commissions I took, I made almost enough money to cover my cat's, vet bill, but not quite enough. So that little extra bit does do it. That puts me up and over, so thank you for that. That's so nice of you. So now I don't have to go hungry, which is great. How are you guys doing today? How's everybody's day going? Keep losing the back of the arm. May have to overlap a little bit to make this fit. It's just not a good silhouette when it's like that. Let's see. I'm not crazy about that. Just delete that. And let's also delete this. I know it means I have to draw the hands again, but we'll figure it out. What's up, Flugly? How you doing? I didn't quite figure out this part of the body anyways, so let's just figure this out real quick. Because I was trying to line art this part during lunch, and I could not get the scales to fit, so we'll fix it real quick. Alright. Woohoo! Hey, Kale's here too. Alright. I almost feel like the arms should go here. Like, they feel kind of awkward being back here. $10 out of 20. Yay. Well, I'll try to remember to pick them up. I'm very bad at that. I'm gonna look up a long dragon. Actually, yeah. Dear Dragon, how does your shoulders work? Think. I can just look at an Imperial. Is this being used on somebody's, like, blog page? Oh my god, it is. That's so funny, actually. Beautiful. Alright, let me just pull you up front here a little bit. Dragon, where do your arms go? Okay, so if... Alright, well the first issue I just realized is that this part of the body is too thick. So let's fix that. Alright. May need to bring that up just a little bit. Okay, so if there's a shoulder here. Right, so his shoulder's like here. I don't think I left enough space for him to have, like, arms and shit. I'm gonna not look at a flight, actually. Is that a flight rising dragon? See, the problem is, like, actual flight rising dragons have, like, the flight rising Imperials have, like, a chest area, but, like, regular lung dragons don't, so I'm gonna actually not look at that one. Like, Undell gives them, like, she gives them a rib cage. But I don't think they would, I don't think they do normally, like, Imperial, like, you know, the dragons that Imperials are based off of. Alright, I'm gonna leave the arms back here. Aubrielle, you're back! How are you? It's been a while. What's going on? How have you been? You must have gotten real busy. Do you ever think that maybe dragons are cool? Dragons are very cool. They are indeed. They might even be the coolest. Alright, I know this puts the arm back where it started, but just bear with me. Moved to Texas from PA. Ah, that'll do it. Actually, I could have left this arm where it was. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can back up enough to undo that. New plan. I'm gonna close that and just reopen it, because then I won't have to put the other arm in. I don't have to draw the other hand again if I'm smart. Alright. And we'll just put that bad boy back into place. Erase all the junk behind it. Like the back that's too big, and this arm that's kind of fucked up, and all that stuff. There we go. Car's gonna cost more than the moving pod to put all that into perspective. Gotcha. You're like 100% broke. That's fair. Yeah, I was pretty much 100% broke when I moved too. Just like, adios money. Who needs money when you can live somewhere? One of the Humble Bundles has a bunch of Unity assets on it. I'm gonna make... One of them is semi-pre-made MMO, so next paycheck I'm gonna grab it and see if I can get a server up and we can make everyone Lotls and Burbs and Kobolds. That would be hilarious. Alright, I think that should do the trick as far as fixing this. I don't know, I just didn't like the way this hand was placed in the original sketch. It's probably kind of hard to see. I don't know, I feel like it was like up a little high, and since it was centered with the body, I feel like it was gonna get lost, so... I'm torn on whether or not I should merge all of the portals into the line art. In fact, I'm not torn anymore. I want to do it. Let's just do it. Done. It's done. I did it. Fight me. Hey, that's a good start. Having somewhere to live and having a job. Those are two very good, important steps. So I think you're doing pretty good. Friends back up here because I want to just have some dragons in the background just to look at. I don't know what kind of feeties to give them though. Well, that's exciting that you finally got moved and you're settling in. That's awesome. I can do swords. Swords are fine. I am kind of working on revamping my price sheet a little bit. I haven't decided if I'm going to commit to changing the prices or not yet, but I'm redoing the format of it so that I can make several different, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Several different, like, formats so that I can have, like, a real tall one for Tumblr or a real square one for Instagram. So I'm kind of, like, breaking it down. Oh, ton as in tundra. That makes sense. I dislike armor more than weapons, but I can do it. I wasn't quite sure what you were saying either, and then I remember that ton is short for tundra. Now, if you asked me to do one of your dragons that has, like, all of the, If you asked me to do one of the dragons that has all of the apparel from the different festivals, then we might have a problem. But I'll tell you what, I'm having a little trouble with this line art, so I'm gonna open up a new window. Bear with me for a second while I fix this. And then bloop. Now you guys can look at him while I'm working on him. Just gonna zoom it in a little bit so I can see that hand. He has much art. Oh, geez. So much art. Let's be fair, it is kind of fun to get art of your dragons. I, like, almost did Flight Rising commissions for a little while. And then didn't. For, like, no reason. I was just like, never mind. Oh, I had a question for you, Plushie. I will try to be vague in case this is not something you want on stream. But that art you got of your dragon on Flight Rising that you showed me. Did that person use a base? And are they like making from bases? And then just adding the accents as they needed? Probably to make a whole bunch of gems. I can handle gems. Who can't handle a couple of gems? It occurred to me earlier, I was like kind of like idly thinking about it and processing that, and I just suddenly wondered about it. I basically screwed myself over doing gems anyway, because my Essenians are basically elves that have gem bond, so... You can now hug Axolotl. That's something that's changed since you disappeared. And by disappeared, I mean doing something really important by, like, moving. That's something very important to be doing. So I should really say left to do important life things. But now you can hug Axolotl. I just realized that he responds to his name from inside of that, that command. He does get really excited. He really likes to be hugged. I wish I could get those custom commands to work in Discord, though, because I keep turning him off. I keep forgetting to leave him on, but... Like, I'm used to shutting everything down at the end of the night, and if I put my computer to sleep, Axolotl turns himself off anyway, so... I was just curious for my own knowledge, by the way. Kuro, you don't have to answer that question. I wasn't gonna start a discussion about it, I was wondering how they were doing their artwork. I always felt weird doing bases, just because, like, I always want to draw new positions. Gems is in currency, like $20 is 2,000 gems. The adoptable was made, there was an original preview. ironically, I remember having a conversation with them about other people charging a little extra for genes they haven't drawn yet. Okay, so they had a base, and then if somebody, like, wanted, say, Gem Bond, they would draw that gene new and then just use the Gem Bond base. Like, the Gem Bond was like a separate layer sort of thing. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I was gonna say, I hope they're not doing it by hand. How we doing in Pokemans? Oh, geez. When was the last time that you were here? So, I don't remember when the last time you were here was. So, we died in, Pokemon Platinum. That went really badly. We got destroyed by a Wailord. Because I wasn't being smart, and I took 4 Pokemon into the Iron Caverns or whatever it was, the Iron Mines, and, I was trying to get to the end so that I could get the Riolu. Because I didn't want to rebuild the team if the Riolu was going to be something, like, absolutely lit. So, I didn't. The problem... I just realized I, like, covered his face. Like, I zoomed out so that you guys could see his face and then immediately covered it. But then... we started Soul Silver, and Soul Silver is just about ready to wrap up. I'm training up the team. Everybody's about at level 40... well... Everybody who was already level 50-ish is still level 50-ish. Ampharos is now level 40-ish, and has some pretty decent moves. So, Ampharos is getting ready to go. I'll have them done by Monday, and then we can take on the Elite Four with their level 70s, and we can take on, maybe take on Red after that. I'm thinking Elite Four will be Monday, and then I'll train the team up for Red, and then we'll do Red on Wednesday, and then that'll be the end. Maybe wrap up grabbing a couple of encounters just for the hell of it, just to see what stuff is. Yeah, it was definitely a Walrein. We got messed up. I get, like, scared every time I see a Walrein now. So that's what we did then. And then after that, I don't know what we're doing after that yet. I don't know if you guys are tired of Pokemon yet, to be honest. I always like Pokemon. I'm always in the mood for Pokemon. Like, I was extra in the mood for Pokemon because of Fev, but I was 100%, like, more than usual ready for that, so, and now I have Volbeat to use as a slave. Yep, he's right there. Although, getting to Red's gonna be interesting, because you gotta have, like, all the... Like, you have to have almost all the HMs, and I'm kind of mad about it, if I'm honest. Because now I'm gonna have to replace, like, moves on our current Pokemon with HMs. Although, to be fair, I'll probably grab, like, an extra Heart Scale, and... Actually, I don't even know why I would grab an extra Heart Scale, because I don't need it. When we go to do Red, I might get rid of Thief on the Mighty N and give him Strength back, so that I won't have to deal with that. Some of you guys wanted Uranium. 5th Gen is next on the list as well, so, Black and White would be next. So I'll probably do a poll like I did last time and just put it in the Discord and be like, yo, what do you guys want to see next? And do you want Uranium? Do you want Sage? Do you want, you know, any of the other ROM hacks? Or do you want Black and White? You know, what do we want? Whatever you guys want. Black and White is a little bit less work for me because I don't have to make new cards. Oh, no, I actually had an idea for that. I'd have to download all of the sprites from the Uranium website if we're going to do Uranium, but it's not a big deal. And then I was just going to make the party slot, instead of them being rectangles, they'd be little circles, and just put the sprite inside the circle. So, we'll do that. I don't know if we'll Nuzlocke it or not. Devil Kitty seemed to think that it would be very hard to Nuzlocke. I know it has a built-in Nuzlocke mode, and I don't think I was going to use that. I wasn't really feeling that. The nice thing about a Nuzlocke is it forces me to use Pokemon I wouldn't normally use. Like, I would have never in a million years intentionally chosen to use a, Probopass, but we ended up with a Probopass, and he was pretty great. You know, same thing with Camerupt. I would have never picked Camerupt. If we could have picked any fire type, I would have not picked Camerupt. But Camerupt was really good. Camerupt did a good job for us for a while, and that was awesome. Sorry, I wanted to darken up a couple of these lines real quick. You could like half Nuzlocke it first thing on the route, but no forever death. Okay. Maybe. Maybe like a half a Nuzlocke. I don't know. I haven't decided. Right, let's thin up this line a little bit because this line's too big. Like I said, I like doing Nuzlocks because it forces me to use stuff I wouldn't have normally picked, but also everything in the game is new, so maybe I would switch out and use other things. I may do like a group like vote thing in the chat too, like instead of having Axolotl pick who gets to name the thing, just be like, all right, what do you guys think's a good name, and just grab a name that I like from the chat. When we do it this time around. Since it's not a Nuzlocke, I don't know that I need to do, like... Since it's not a Nuzlocke, I don't know that I need to do, like, random name generator, because... there's no randomness, so... We'll see. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I'm not gonna put the BRB card up. I'm just gonna go turn the air conditioner on. All right, I'm back. I was hoping that I wouldn't need to do that, but it's hot in here, so. I feel like he needs something more on his hands. Like, his hands feel really simple compared to everything else. I don't like these little lines I put on here. I thought I'd like them, but I didn't. Doing another main series game like Black and White would be easy for me because that would be easy for me because then I could because I already have the cards made. I just need to make a new layout that's like themed. But how the fuck do you hands? The palm seems to be darker. Yeah. New plan. Just start that over. Goodbye, hand. I think I may have just misread what you said, but I'm gonna erase it anyway. Yo, totally get more Pepsi. Always get more Pepsi. I think I've just forgotten how, like, hands work, so... Alright, so here, and down here, this is where the wrist goes, right? There's a little wrist stump. And then... Actually, maybe that helps. Maybe if I do the dragon at like a different... Hey, Ron, what's up? Alright, so I'm like 80% sure this one's gonna get copyright flagged, but I put it on here anyway because I'm a rebel. How's it going? I'm trying to figure out how to draw hands. Everything is set by this time tomorrow. You'll officially own a house. That's so exciting, dude. Oh, congratulations. I bet it's such a relief for it to, like, finally be mostly over, too, huh? So much exciting, like, moving going on with you guys. Look at that. Aubrielle just moved, and Ron's gonna be a homeowner. It's so exciting. Look at you guys being adults. Maybe just a weensy bit smaller. Teensy weensy little bit. One of these layers has the arm on it. Ugh, moving. Moving's like 80% of the battle, too. Because moving means packing. And packing is not fun. Moving took everything out of me. It's been over 2 months since you last joined an Axie stream. Yeah. Hey, that's fair. Moving is not easy. We're glad you're back. There's a couple people I've been meaning to check on. I haven't seen Mage for several months now, and I'm sure Mage has just moved on to greener pastures, but I still hope that they're doing well. What did you realize, plushie? You're gonna have to miss a stream? What? How dare you? I'm offended. How could you betray me like this? Curl. Curl, why? Why do you have to miss a stream? Where are you going? What's happening? How dare you have other commitments outside of the stream other than me? How dare you do life things? I'm very upset. November 3rd, gonna be an anime convention. Is November 3rd a stream day? Oh, it's a stack Saturday. Oh, my birthday is on a Thursday. Interesting. What anime convention is more important than me? Huh? All of them. The answer to that question is all of them. All of them are more important than me. Go enjoy your anime convention. It's very important. Whoa, what's that sound? That's Phoenix Kasky joining the Axie Stack. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. In theory, you could watch from my phone and probably miss movie night. Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah, seriously, enjoy your convention. There will always be other Saturdays. Stack Saturday, luckily, is not a one-time thing. That does happen frequently. I think that con is near me. Kuro's like, hello, friend. I wish we had, like, an eyes emoji like that in our chat on Twitch, because that emote cracks me up, and you guys use it all the time. Actually, we should make one of those for the Discord, like a like a Lotl eyes. Except not a lot of eyes, just Lotl eyes. Alright, I think that has better shape to it at least. You've gone up like 70 followers since you last stopped by? I have. We're working up to 500. I got some stuff for you guys at 500 followers, and by some stuff, I mean a thing that I've been planning and that I want to release, but I don't feel comfortable doing it right now, so it's a little something something. It's not as free as I would like, but it is a thing that we can do, and that I will do when we hit 500 followers, so, you know. You know, on top of other, I feel like it's gonna be the surprise and then, like a sketch stream night or something, you know, like, everyone can request sketches, we'll do, like, a huge sub-doodle night, and then the other thing. The something. At 500, she pays us all $500. I wish. Yo, if I won the lottery, I would just give you guys money. Like, I would sub to every one of you that streams. I would sub to you with the maximum reward tier. If you are not a streamer, I would just give you money. I would never ask for money for art ever again. I would only take ones that I was interested in, regardless of price. I would just do whatever the fuck I wanted. Honestly, $1 million is like the best thing that could possibly happen to me. And it's never gonna happen, but it would be great. $500, you draw 500 sheep. There you go. If 500 wasn't such a ginormously astronomical number, I would actually say it'd be fun to do like 500 sketches. Just like straight up 500 sketches. But that's also an absurdly high number that I'm not interested in dying. I'm not interested in dying today. So if I win the lottery, I'm going to commission all of my favorite streamers and then launch collective books of it. Speaking of, so I had somebody email me a couple days ago, being like, "Hi, I work for this I work for this publishing company, and we're doing like, we're doing a book with all these artists," and her letter was very official. Like, it was obviously not just some indie dev that was like, "Hey, we want to make a book of cool artists that we found online." Like, she was like, if you do this thing for us, we'll put 3 of your arts. If you want to do this, we'll put 3 pieces of your artwork in our book that gets published. We'll put your name and all your contact info, and it's a good way to meet clients. And I was like, okay, I mean, why the fuck not? Why would I not go for exposure? So I asked her for more information. There's a $400 entry fee. I was like, what? You want me to pay you $400 so that I can put my artwork in your book to maybe get clients? Get the fuck out of here. I was so baffled by the fact that, like, okay, so if there was gonna be an entry fee, which I was totally ready for there to be entry fee, like, the entry fee was not the part that caught me off guard, all right? I was like, sure, if there's an entry fee, it's probably gonna be like $50, and I would shell out $50 to get my stuff put in a book that could possibly get me better, that could let me meet people who could give me money. However, $500 or $400 is like way too much money. If it was like 50, I would have done it, but yeah, that's scummy, yeah. Well, and I brought that up to somebody, and they were like, yeah, don't most art books, like, they pay you to put your stuff in their book? Like, what do you mean they wanted you to pay you? They wanted you to pay them. Like, she was surprised that they asked me to pay them. Like, it's not a contest. It's not an entry fee. Like, they were just gonna straight up put my artwork in their book, but they wanted me to give them $500. I was like, no. Get out. I was very nice to her. She was very polite, at least, but I was, like, baffled. I'm baffled by a lot of things lately. We're making books now? Not me. Money to get Artsy a thesaurus so she can find the words. I have so many words. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry, plushie. I have many of the words. Today I went to the park and I did a Mawile raid, and Chandler was super cool and let me stop and do it while we were walking. She was like, you want to go up and get that raid? And I was like, I totally do. You're so good. But we went up and did the raid, and the raid was at this thing called the Molecular Flower Sculpture, and as we walked up the hill, she was like, oh, that must be it, because it's like a big molecular flower. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess it does kind of look like a flower, doesn't it? Because it's made of all those, I completely forgot all the words that were related to atoms and molecules, and so I was like, you know, the balls and the little stick thingies that connect them with the lines. Like, trying desperately to describe what an atom was. So, I have the best words. Don't worry about it. The secret rule that my thesis director for writing degree told me about when I said I was finishing my novel: never pay to have someone look at your manuscript. If they're legit, they'll want to make money for selling your book. Yup. I feel like there's certain professions like that where getting the money up front is not a good idea. Like, when you do artwork for somebody, like, that you need the payment up front, you know, but for something that will potentially lead to you selling an item, like, I don't know, that feels different to me. And hey, you gotta watch your back, because you never know what company's looking around on the internet to steal your ideas. It's a good way to get yourself sued. I don't know any companies that are like that, though. Watch your butts, kid. Yeah, commission and sales are super different. It's balance between one thing and sometimes that can't... Yeah, things that can be mass-produced, exactly. Alright, it has been 45 minutes, and we have drawn a hand and part of a body. Aren't you proud of me? Be proud of me. Not even on Google Drive? Yeah. You never know who's out there hunting around looking for a free thing. Just to steal a thing. Because people will do that. People are scumbags. Were you guys around for fish tank toy? Without going into too much detail, because I don't know if this falls under NDA, but there was a period of time where we were talking about doing a toy that was like a fish tank, except it was an actual fish tank meant to hold actual fish, and I was like, fuck you. And my supervisor tried to put me on the project. She was like, okay, I need you to design some fish tanks that look like cute stuff that kids would like little castles and stuff, and I was like, no. I like fish. Fish, I own fish. There are fish in my care. I am not going to put them in a tiny prison box. Fight me. And that's the story of how I almost lost my job not wanting to draw something. You're a second top donor. That's awesome. Wait, does that show up somewhere? Because that's super cool if it does. There's another toy we're working on currently. I talked about it, well, talked vaguely about it in vent chat. But there was a toy that, that my boss found and wanted to do, and I was like, I'm glad you put somebody else on that project, because I would have absolutely outright refused to do it. Because I'm not an asshole. I work at a dog kennel and that only sells raw food because the owner is so against kibble. I mean, that's fair. Kibble's not great, although raw food feels a little extreme, but kibble's not fantastic for them. Same thing with cats and dry food. Like, technically, cats shouldn't really have dry food. A lot of people give them cat food, dry cat food, but it's not really that good for them. I only give my cat wet food. I used to give her a little bit of, I can only give her, I used to give her, sorry, I lost all my words there because I saw like half a sentence and my brain tried to answer that while talking. Yeah, it was like, I used to give my cat dry food and wet food. Like, I'd leave the dry food out for her to graze on when I wasn't home, and then after a while I was like, that's just extra calories that you don't need, so you'll have to wait till I get home to eat. She barely touched it anyway. What toy is it? I can't tell you what toy it was, but, I briefly, and by briefly I mean I shouted into vent chat, oh my god, my boss saw something on Kickstarter and wants to just straight up take it. And that's as far as I'm allowed to talk about it, but yep, so that happened. Kibbles is essentially McDonald's, yeah. It's like fine, but really fatty. So, yep, that's list of things. Anyways, so this dragon dude's coming along pretty good, I think. So you know what I don't understand? Let's let me ask you guys a question. I'm sure none of you have the answer, but let me ask you a question. So I keep getting like, I have all these follows from people, and they never come to the chat. Or never say anything. Like, I just get a follow, and it's like, okay, that's it. That's the end of it. That's the last I ever hear of that person. And I don't understand that. Like, why would you follow a random channel if you're not gonna hang out with it? And they don't seem like they're bot accounts, so I don't understand why they're following me. So I'll try to do it with the fidget cube. Yeah, he does that all the fucking time, yo. Because, like me, I'm working. Oh, not you specifically. That literally, like, get lots of lurkers too. Oh, yeah, I'm totally fine with people just lurking. Like, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, like, there's some. So, like, Phoenix Kasky, like, followed the stream and then has been lurking, and that's fine. Like, you're totally allowed to lurk. I've just had some nights where, like, 3 or 4 people will follow, but I never see them in the chat, and I, like, don't see them in the, in like the users. Like, it's like they followed me and then left, and I don't get those people. Like, I just don't understand that because I never see them again. Obviously everyone needs to scream at me constantly. Yes, yeah, you guys need, that's the rule, that's the channel rule. You guys have to be talking constantly, no lurking. Just kidding. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're relaxing a little bit and just kind of chilling out. That is what this is for. I genuinely do want you guys to be able to just come, and if you want to lurk and just listen to me talk about random nonsense and just watch me draw, that's 100% fine by me. Like, that's what this channel is supposed to be, is a place to hang out. I just don't get the, I don't understand the follows that I get where I never see the person ever again, and I never see them in the lurk. Like, I never see them lurking either. And I'll never call somebody out for lurking. Like, I let lurkers lurk. Just... sometimes I don't see them lurk at all. People following everything in hopes for follows back. Ah! Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Or people who follow everything they like and then immediately forget about it. I guess that's a thing, too. I think I'm probably confused, like, slightly confused by it, just because I don't, like, I'm really specific about who I follow. That's actually another thing, just in general, across all social media, that I've never really understood, is the follows for follows thing. Because, like, the people, like, if you do, like, a follow for follow, right? Like, if you go on Instagram and you ask people to follow you, and then you'll follow them back, you don't actually build a real audience doing that. Like, people don't really give a shit about what you're making, they just want you to follow them. And I don't understand that mentality, just in general, like, of just more followers is good. Because, I don't know, like, wouldn't you want to build, like, a little community, almost? Like, don't you want people to enjoy your work or your photographs or your selfies or whatever it is that you're posting? Like, don't you want people to hear you? Like, What's the point of a follow for follow? Because they don't care. They're just following you in order to get follows back. You have a meme? Good. Followers. A lot of people follow and hope for follows back. Gotcha. When your boy breaks out the wet food. Yep. That's Shay. That's Shay all the time. That's why I don't use social media. There's also this cool thing that some really big channels do where they'll make incognito accounts and go follow someone and donate bits or something. Oh, that's cool. Look at this photograph. Song. Upward regression like clicker games. I love clicker games. Real talk, I love like cookie clicker and games like that. I don't know. Something about those games gets me every time. They're so dumb, but just like every time there's like a clicker game, I gotta play it. Although that being said, I have not played Tap Tap Fish in a hot minute. They did the 2-year anniversary event, and it took like 1,000 years for me to get all the items, and then it didn't end. So I left. I just stopped playing. So I should probably check that and see if there's a new event for me to whore out money from. Because I need more currency. Probably. People who connect with their audiences do much better in with a community. The difference between those who care about being popular and those who care about being genuine. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it's because I don't normally follow people who, you know, just get followers to get followers, but like I tend to follow people who have little communities. But I never, I don't know. I guess I've always wanted to just have like a whole group of people who care about what I'm working on, and I can care about what they're working on and what they're up to if they're not working on anything, you know, like I guess I never really got, like, you get something for having like 500 followers if none of them talk to you. I had to step up and talk to one of my supervisors today because somebody in our social media department was not hashtagging their stuff on Instagram, and I was like, what? You work in the social media department. Why are you not hashtagging your stuff? Hashtag your stuff, please. That's how social media works. Axie cares? I know, believe it or not, I may care about what you guys are doing. I know, shocking. Shocking. Quite the development. I may even worry about you guys when stuff goes wrong. I know. Wild concept. Craziness, even. But it's true. Just gotta put a little bend in that arm. And then I'm gonna hope really hard that that line looks as good as it does right now, because I don't want to fix it. Quality of followers over quantity of follows. Yep. Lion and dragon going through portals and blowing up a balloon. Yep. That's it. Oh, I don't know where you got the blowing up the balloon part from, but yes, that also. What is it that I do now, Axie? I do, I work for a company that makes toys. Like in the vein of like a Hasbro sort of toys. You know, Spin Master, those kind of toys. I try a little bit to not say where I work because like everybody, I want to shit talk about work sometimes, and it's not reflective of, it's only reflective of my views of the company, so I try not to talk about it that much, but certainly don't want to lose my job just because I couldn't keep my mouth shut on stream, so know that I'm fine. That is my final answer. I'm fine. Used to work for Hasbro. Oh, well. Ironic that I would use that, ironic that I would use that example. Looks like it's a balloon in front of his mouth. Oh yeah, a little bit. I keep seeing a lot of people who say they used to work for Hasbro, actually. Like I said, I try not to shit talk the company too much, just because it's like, it's only my view, you know, and I'm not trying to make them look bad. It's just sometimes I need to get something off my chest, like everybody does. So I try to be kind of vague when I complain about work shit, because, you know, I don't want to make the company look bad. Just sometimes I gotta say a thing. Because you guys understand. They employ a lot of people to work in different locations. Ah, that makes sense. You're right, my friend is stranded at work. Oh no. I guess you have to go get them. Alright, we're getting there. School early tomorrow. Gotcha. Have a good night, you guys. Aubrielle and Flugly. See you later. I'm gonna kind of ad-lib in this a little bit, just because I wanna... I don't talk about work much, but my boss is also pretty bad in his own ways. Yeah. I think everybody... the other thing is, so, like, on that subject, I think everybody also has their days when just... work is hard, life is hard, everything is annoying, and you just gotta complain about it, get it off your chest, and then move on, you know, and it's not always... See, that's why, like, some people talk about how, like, oh, it's not good to vent or whatever because you're just being a dick, but it's like, sometimes you gotta just vent and get it off your chest and then not bother with it anymore. Like, I've had so many times where I complained about something somebody did or something somebody said that annoyed me, but I never, like, in my heart of hearts mean it, you know? Like... It's always something that just like, hey, it was bugging me for the moment, and now that I've said it and gotten it off my chest, it's not bugging me anymore. Like, I don't hate the person or whoever or whatever it was, you know. Sometimes it helps to just say it, it's out there, and now I can let it go, you know. That's the reason why therapy works so well. So, and that's the other thing, too. I think sometimes people's opinions aren't always reflective of the person they're talking about, or... the company they're talking about, like in the case of, since we're talking about work stuff, you know, it's like, I don't think it always reflects their actual feelings, because sometimes you just got to get that frustration out, and then you're fine. Other times it's not like that. Sometimes work genuinely sucks, or you genuinely have, you know, a bad job. Like, I've known plenty of people who had jobs that had, like, abusive, you know, abusive bosses, and that's a problem, and that's something you should complain about. And if your job has an HR department, talk to them. But I think sometimes people just say things and don't mean it, just to get the frustration out. Sometimes you vent about work. Really, the problems have to do with my boss. Usually I just hear about things he's doing for my dad's vice president. Oh, okay, gotcha. Remember, the hug command doesn't make Axolotl react twice. This is a new one. I noticed that. I noticed that he's reacting... I think he's reacting to the word axolotl in the command. I don't know when that started. I don't know if that's like... Oh, actually, you know what? That started since I updated, Ooh, that explains the lemons thing, too. I updated, Phantom Bot the other day, and I wonder if that affected it. Tell us how you feel. You understand. Yes, see, Ron's got his glasses on. Ron's ready to be the therapist of the squad. Ron's ready to go. Those dang lemons. Gotta watch out for those dang lemons. They're gonna get you. Alright, I'm gonna shrink this one down a little bit just to get it back in space a little bit, but... It's almost like, I know I used the portal, like the portal in 1 and 2, like Valve Portal. I know I used that for reference for these portals, but it's almost got like a little bit of like a hoopa thing going on. Which was unintentional, but not necessarily, unwelcomed. I was gonna give him another one, and one of you guys gave me a really good suggestion the other night, and I forget what it was. Which layer is the portal I want? It's this one. Nope, it's not. It's this one? Nope. That one. Oh, that's a raid noise. That's the Burb Squad with 22 burbs. Holy burbs. Seamus, Penny, Fev. Hey, Seamus, I wanted to let you know. I haven't seen you in the stream in a while, and I don't know if you saw it, but we used the cacturn that we named after you. And he was great for like 3 minutes and then got bodied, and I was really sad about it. Hi, two cats. So much burb. I thought you would like to know that cacturn almost came in clutch for a minute and then Misty like mollywopped him, but he tried. How's everybody doing? How's your stream, Fev? Oh, before I forget, let's do that. I'm gonna fix that to be just SO at some point, but not at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, it's a portal dragon. If any of you guys are not following Fev is an awesome Dauntless streamer. And occasionally does music streams, but mostly does Dauntless now. So yeah, if you like funny people doing fun things, that's where you should go. Go do that one. See you later, Jimmy the Cannon. Stream was okay, frustrating because it's patch day and a bunch of disconnections happened. Fair. Yes, we are working on Portal Dragon. Just gotta do the bottom half of his body. The parts connect a little stroll. I don't know how I feel about this back here, but we'll figure it out. I also named a cacturn in Pokecord Seamus in honor of that. Oh, I think I remember you shared that with me, actually. Alright, back to business. Business as usual. Well, I hope you all had a good time with Fev. Because Fev is the coolest. I was gonna come watch your stream, and then I was making food, and then I just didn't want to do anything. To be honest. I just was suddenly like, I'm gonna not. I downloaded music for the stream, although we've barely heard any of it, because that's the life I live. I'm alright. It's hot. It was so nice earlier, and then I closed the back door, and now it's hot in my room. So I'm waiting for the air conditioner to cool me down. But we're doing this. Work was dumb as usual, but what else is new? And yeah, so here we are. It's fine. I'm gonna be fine. My cat was being adorable, though. I opened the back door because it was super nice out, and I haven't actually aired the house out in a while, so everything smells like apple cider vinegar, because I have fruit flies. So I opened the back door to air it out a little bit. Titan Souls, you're so much more intense than everything else. Oh, but you're not that much louder than everything else. All right. So I had the back door open, airing out the apartment a little bit, and Shay was sitting on the on my like porch chair, and every time I went out to just check on her and see what was going on, she would look directly at me and just meow. Just once. That was it. Just one little meow. I am using an Cintiq. It's a Wacom Cintiq. I think it's the HD22. It's either the 22 or the 24, and I can never remember which one it is. It's one of those. It's one of Dems. She is a good cat. She's a sweet little lump. I don't know where she is right now, though. Usually she's bothering me. You know, trying to lay on my keyboard or something. Forgot to give her antibiotics, I just remembered. No, it's well, it might be new. I don't know. I bought it a year ago. It's this one. Whatever that one is. That's a 22. I got it last year. Yeah, I've had it about a year. It's the same one I have at work, and I wanted a nice tablet for at home, so I got the same one that I recognized from work. So 5 a.m. comes early, and I still have to be a mom and make sure my kid has lunch for school. Have a good night. Have a good day. I hope that you survive not having enough sleep, or maybe you slept and woke up to watch me. I don't know, but have a good one. It was good to see you for a little while. I'm glad you stopped by. Hopefully we'll see you around again, even though I'm sure 5 a.m. is not easy. I'm the one after you as a companion too at the moment. Gotcha. I'm thinking about, I don't have the money for it at the moment, but I'm thinking about at some point getting, like a little, I don't know what brand to get, and I want to do more research before I commit to anything, but I'm thinking about maybe getting a little, like a small one. I don't know if there's any, like, portable tablets that don't have to be hooked up to a computer, but I always want to take a sketchbook with me when I go home for, and I wish I could take my tablet with me. But obviously I can't take a giant 22-inch tablet with me on the plane, so. If you want a tablet, try the Huon. Yeah, Huons are nice. Huons are, like, the poor man's Wacom. I've heard there's, like, little things that people aren't crazy about with them, but I think the new versions, the styluses don't have to be charged, so that's nice. That makes them a lot more like a Cintiq, and they're a much cheaper option. So yeah, for sure, Phoenix's suggestion, definitely. A Huon is a great tablet if you need something that's but cheap. The one I have is a PC tablet, so it's everything in one. What kind do you have, Two Cats? Out of curiosity. The stylus is good for 300 hours? Okay. We only have charged it once, and I would trade my Wacom for it any day. Interesting. Like I said, I went for the Wacom because it was the same one I had at work, so I knew I would like it. It was my first touch tablet, but yeah, if anybody needs like a not expensive tablet, that's a good one. Hey, I got a new plan. Alright, here's the new plan, right? So we're just gonna take this scroll, because I don't know how scrolls work. We're just gonna take that and pull it up here. Because I'm lazy and don't want to draw the scroll again, so I'm not going to. And there we go. Portable PC drawing tablet by Wacom. Yo. That is an expensive fucking tablet. But it gives me a, frame of reference, at least. Because I know there's some that don't need to be connected to your computer, and there's some that do. If you draw something particularly cool in your sketchbook, you could always just throw the page on your tablet and trace it. That does not work as well as you would think it would work. Because I have tried that, and it does not work particularly well. I actually don't have a regular drawing tablet anymore. I had an Intuos Pro, but the charge port on it died, so the only way I could use, like, the micro USB where you plug it in at, was broken, and so when you plugged in the wire, like the cable to charge the wireless or just to use it, it wouldn't recognize it. So the only way to use the tablet was through the Bluetooth receiver, but you had to keep the Bluetooth battery charged. So that was annoying, and eventually I just gave up and tossed for a little while I had like a phone battery charger, and I was taking the battery out of the tablet, but that was just annoying, so I just tossed the whole thing. It wasn't worth it, and I didn't want to scrap it for parts, so. It can also be used as a normal Cintiq. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. It'll give me a frame of reference of what kind of stuff to look for. It's actually a lot easier to just scan the sketch and just deal with it. I hate scanners, though. That's, like, also 80% of my issue is I can't stand scanners. Scanners are, like, the worst thing that has ever happened. Like, scanners and I do not get along at all. I just, like, can't handle scanners. They hate me. I didn't really draw this little floof on here, so just... Hey, Nezzy, what's up? You're here. I wonder how much of this music is gonna get me muted. I'm interested to see how much of this playlist I'm gonna be allowed to keep. I downloaded 50 songs, so hopefully I can at least keep some of them. But yeah, I was kind of thinking about getting a tablet like that one so that I could have, like a tablet that I could take portable, but we'll see. I don't know what's up, really. I know you finally got a raise. That's pretty sweet. That's exciting. Kirby, yes. Alright, let's look up, I want to look up a scroll. So it's about the same. Hey, congratulations, that's really cool. I've never gotten a raise. I don't expect to ever get a raise. But what else is new? Yes, he is going to be coming out of the scroll. I need, like... so I'm gonna have to do some fancy stuff with the, do some fancy stuff with this part, but we're gonna make it work. Oh, Nugget, if you're still here, by the way, I checked the playlist, and we actually do have some Bastion music on here already. Which is great. Because I don't have to go find any. Just thought you'd like to know that. I'm glad that there was some on here. The playlist seems to favor certain tracks, and I have to go through and kind of clean up the playlist a little bit, I think, because there's some I'm tired of hearing or whatever, but... Alright, that should do it. They might not come up very often, though. Like, I want to go through the playlist and weed out some stuff I'm tired of hearing, but... Speaking of Pyre... Slime Rancher. Yeah, I figured you were lurking doing your own thing. I just suddenly remembered that I wanted to tell you that. Alright. Dragon. Alright, what else we got? It's 9:35. I tell you what, I haven't gotten confirmation on this one yet, so I can't line art that quite yet. And... let's line art Creature stuff real quick, actually, because Creature did give me feedback. So we'll take care of Creature's line. We'll just do a whole lot of line art. Tonight's just gonna be a line art kind of night. You. Yes. I was trying something new with the headshots this time around by drawing the line underneath the body instead of doing a fade, and I kind of like it better. I think it... I don't know. Number one, it'll make it easier for me to color, but I don't know. I kind of like the way that looks, having like the dividing line underneath, so I might start doing that more often. I don't know if Gengar has a tongue, but now he has a tongue. And it's not a bird. I didn't leave the chicken in his mouth, so... Because the first version of this had a chicken in its mouth. Mostly as a joke. Really want to get back into world building. I haven't had time to work on that stuff. I'm gonna try to keep, like, picking, like, one day of the week to work on that. Like, you know, maybe on the weekends or something. I was working on background stuff a little bit, watching Ron stream the other night. Or the other day, I think it was Sunday, maybe. So, maybe Sunday will be my world building day. I'll just watch Ron stream and world build, because I want to get more of that stuff done. I want to start drawing some of my other races, too. Watching you world build always makes me want to world build. Just come to Ron stream and just work on things. Although I never want to work on, like, the landscape stuff, I just want to do the characters. I think I want to do some more, I don't know, I think I want to do some more Veos poses, though, because I feel like they're all starting to look a little samey. Like, their body types are all the same, you know? So I think when I do the fashion page, I might try to give them some different, body types, because I feel like they're all very similar looking right now, and I know they wouldn't be. Each city will get its own intro landscape page, and that'll be a challenge. Oh boy. Want to do more world building or character development? Yeah. I started doing those little sketches of some, like, Lorhandel themed characters, like Ateo and Bartholomew, but I just didn't get to finish them, you know? Like, I didn't get to do a whole lot with them. I have a couple other characters I want to do. I want to do a human character, because I haven't really drawn too many of my humans. I definitely want to draw Senians. One of my Ascenians, I'm not sure exactly what her story is going to be, but I think I'm going to reuse Endy for sure. I need to put her in something, because I like that character's design a lot. This is either Fire Dubstep or the song I always confuse with Fire Dubstep, and I can't tell which one's which. How much more until you get to your races, Ron? You must be getting pretty close. Have you finished the Outer Realm yet? And actually, same to you too, Nugget. Have you gotten any ideas you're working on, or? After this biome, 3 biomes left. Outer Realm is... Oh, okay, it's about 2/4. That's a very interesting way to write, half. Should get mostly done on Saturday for the... Or on Sunday for the Outer Realm. Sweet. So you're getting there. Same to anybody who's doing world building, because Kuro, you're doing your sheep world building, right? How far did you get? Did you get all your characters written down? I'm always excited to see what you guys are working on. I just have so many questions. Oh, 3. I was gonna say 2/4 is a really weird way to write half. You should go do that if you want to. This is gonna be like my default emote. I tried to do like an angry one, but I just couldn't get it to look right. It was either like too angry or it looked too much like other dragon emotes I'd seen. So I just was like, scared is fine. And since I was not given too much direction, this works. A world of sheeps. World of sheeps. Alright, I know we have 15 minutes left, so stare at this scared dragon for a second. I am gonna quick run to the bathroom, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I've been drinking a lot of extra water lately because it's been really hot in St. Louis, and so I just have to go to the bathroom all the time. Is this an emote you're making for yourself? It is not. This emote is for, Creature Brush, who is another, Twitch streamer. Creature Brush didn't really have any ideas, so they just wanted emotes, so I asked them, like, for just, like, a rough, like, creature that they would want. Creature said something watery, like a water dragon, so water dragon it is. But Tranquillo TV, thank you for your enthusiasm. Don't have any ideas you haven't mentioned, just kind of stuck. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I get stuck on stuff. Hi guys, I'm Kale. I like kobolds. They're small and tactical. What do you like? I like axolotls because they're small and dumb. Yeah, actually, let me show you guys creatures that are emotes now that I'm done with them. Alright, creatures emotes are as follows. This one, and then they wanted a laughing haunter. So that's it. That's the one. Oh my god, Creature Brush is so good at Pure. Hey, I got you guys. I told you I was gonna take your suggestions, and I did. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of these left to do still. Scroll Dragon, where are you going? Come back here. You don't know what to do. So I dropped my stylus on the floor. I don't know what to do either. I'm looking at these going, do I have time to color anything? I got like 10 minutes. Oh, the BRB screen's up. Still up, isn't it? Yep. Goodbye, BRB screen. Thank you. Drop my stylus on the floor. Alright, stylus, come back. Let's see how many of these I can get color on. Hot in here. I don't like it. I knew what you meant. I was just saying I too do not know what to do. Are there any races you haven't really worked on too much? I guess scroll up through like 3 days worth of dragon spam to find the reference of the character you sent me. It's a very sheep link. The most sheep. So Miriam, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Axie Stack. Where on earth is that reference? There it is. Most of our races have gotten... Johordi have gotten the most attention. Oh. So, yeah, I figured the Johordi got the most attention. I don't know if there were any others you wanted to, like, develop a little bit more. You posted that picture of Arius. You should, work on her. Oop. Let me grab that. Let me grab... this. Also, I got, let's stick to those two for right now. We'll get those two done for this moment, and then we will figure that out. Did I tell you decided that Faffy and Mashed Potato are twins now? That you did not tell me that, but I'm very excited to hear that. You missed everything I said. Oh, I said, you just posted that, you just posted that, picture of Arius that you should do her. You should draw a picture of her. Alright, so the question is, we've sheepified this character. The real question is, how to further sheepify the character. I'm gonna pick this dark color for the base first of all. Oop, there's a broken line over here. You're building out a very good, like, family tree for them. So I almost feel like even though this character's skin is, like, pale, I almost feel like the sheep should just be a lighter tan, but let's see what he looks like with skin color. Incoming! Oh, it's Coco Shanks! I was gonna say, who is raiding? Eat shit out! Oh, damn it. Coco got us. Coco got us, guys. We're down. What's up, Wiggle Squad? You guys are like the official Wiggle Squad now. Let's see what he looks like with the pale face. What if I do pale face but do tan, or, the dark ears? Bring in the Coco love! Look at you guys! Oh, look at your Coco time! It is Coco time. Oh, how was your stream, Coco? I'm sorry, I just kind of poofed at the end there. I got concerned. Oh, I heard a like. Luna Bear, thank you for the follow. And Tranquillo TV and Shadow Mokadara, for some reason I did not hear your alerts. I'm gonna just run them again real quick, because I didn't- oh, there they go. Never mind. Wow, my Streamlabs was real slow there. What's up, guys? Guess who did it? It might have been me. What's the secret? Oh, yeah, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Coco Shanks is a cool person. You should go follow them if you're not already. Which, if you missed our Battle Block Theater stream, what are you even doing with your life? Are we gonna do that again, by the way? Because we should totally do that again. Because we have to finish the game and all that. Geek Chick, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Axie Stack. Yeah, I should let you do the shoutouts. Oh my god. So many alerts that are all very late. Missed that part of the stream because played far too many games in one stream. That's fair. I missed part of that stream because you started at my dinner time. Who, Coco? I'm assuming not me because you were here immediately when I started. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, the Battle Block stream. Yeah. We had to find a balance in between both of our schedules, and that was just what worked. Unfortuitously. That's on the wrong layer. We gotta put it on that layer. There we go. That's 7 p.m. for you? Ah, gotcha. Alas. Well, I'm gonna be putting the stream up soon on Twitch, so you won't miss too much. Why is this character gotta have all the same colors? I'm not contract. Expand. There we go. I didn't feel like coloring, so I didn't. Sir Cybot, hello! I like your emote, or yeah, I like your emote. I was forgetting my words for a second there. Eat early, you digged. Always, yeah, just, that's it. Just fix it. Eat early. Done. Solved. Problem solved. Do you need more reference? No, I think I'm good. I was just deciding what colors to put where. I think I need a different color for his hair. See, I don't want to color it too dark. Not coloring it too dark is part of the problem because I have to shade it. How's it going, Cybot? How you doing? I was trying to submit Faffy, and instead of putting daughter of Totoya, I put daughter of Kuro. Technically that's accurate. See, like, my instinct is to turn it, like, all gray, but it looks weird when it doesn't have that, like, pale, human-y color. I kind of like these light ears. You do need sub badges. Alright, we're gonna stick with that for right now. I'll come back to it and decide if I hate it. Because that's how I like to do things on this channel. Real quick too, because I got a couple of minutes left and this shouldn't take me too long to color. That's what I like about headshots. Headshots are easy. I love when you guys give me headshots to do. Big pieces are good too, because they give me good portfolio pieces, but sometimes a nice, like, easy headshot is perfect. particular scale pattern I was giving him? I don't remember. Like, I can't tell if these are highlights or if that's part of his face. The last time I drew him, it was like a million years ago. Oh yeah, at the time I worked on him, I don't think he had a name. No, okay, he didn't have any kind of... Is this Cedric? Yeah, he's the one with the mechanical arm. So yeah, this is Cedric. And yeah, I didn't give him any facial patterns. Hey, that's totally, as Kuro said, that's totally valid. Like, yeah, dude, stream. Stream until you cannot stream no more. I wish I had that kind of, like, stamina for streaming. After, like, 2 hours, I want to pass out. Even on Pokemon night, when I'm like, oh, well, we have, like, one more thing to do. Oh, well, we have, like, one more thing to do. I feel like I wasted an entire day if we just flailed around for 2 hours, and so sometimes I want to stream a little bit longer, and then I'm exhausted, but it's worth. Totally worth. No patterns? Alright. Yeah, I couldn't remember, because I know, Lazel has a pattern on his nose. He's actually changed quite a bit since I worked on him last. He's a lot more tan in this picture. In the original version, he was very light. Get your coffee ready Sunday, because we're beating that. Oh, we are so friggin' beating that game. For sure. When I add the full image of the commissions I got from you, would you rather have a link to your Tumblr or your personal website? Do my Tumblr, because I never update my personal website. I hardly ever use that, if I'm honest. So yeah, do my Tumblr. I mean, it's pretty easy to update the website, and I don't mind doing it. It's just sometimes I forget. BattleBot stream was fun last time. Yeah, that was so much fun. Well, we're gonna do that again this coming Sunday, starting same time, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, so like 6 my time, 6 Central. We're gonna do that again. And we're beating that game. We are so heckin' beating that game. Gotta get so many more heads, too. More naked pirates. That clip you sent me was, like, the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, you and I, like, flailing around in that one hallway, like, we just could not function. I had to stop and just, like, process my life for a second and just figure out where the buttons were, because I just could not. Alright, his face looks a little less weird once you get this light color on his fins. He's a serious grump most of the time. Well, now he's giving you that sneaky grin. Oh my god, totally post that. Post it in my Discord, too. Post it in both of our Discords. Because that's, like, my favorite clip now. Alright. And we'll just get that cloak. And that pattern does not reach up high enough to be on this picture, so... So there he is. Alright, so I'll shade him up another night, because it is 10:04 and it's time for me to go to bed. But that means that I have to color Apollo, I have to color Zim, I have to shade Cedric, I have to get confirmation on whether the Plesio Lotl, Nessie Lotl is good to go, and then that needs to get line arted and colored. This needs to get shaded and or highlighted, because I think shading is going to be hard on that dark color, and that's got to get colored. And then creature stuff's got to get colored, and then I'm doing pretty well. Yes, upload the ones labeled web. You can upload the other ones too, but they're a little bit bigger, so they take a little bit longer to load on the web page, so it's easy. It's better if you just use the slightly lower res version, because they load a little bit better. So with that, I'm gonna put one of these guys up on this. Let's put the scroll dragon back up while I figure out what we're doing. Geriatric. That was a good joke. I appreciated that joke. Let's see. Huh. It still says Coco's live for some reason. Let's see. Oh, Epi. We haven't gone to see Epi in a while. Let's find out what Epi's up to. Epi's always up to something good. So, alright, that's gonna be it for tonight, and for this week, mostly. I did not show you guys the picture I did of, Adrian. That's Adrian. That's, Ron's character that Ron got for— I have to post that. I'm gonna post that in the Discord after the stream. This is Ron's, character that I did for him winning the raffle. So, yeah, there he is. I know. I wish I could stay up longer and stream some more, because I'd love to work on this stuff some more, but A, I'm getting a little tired, and B, I have to go to work tomorrow, so I need to rest. I need to sleep. Yeah. So that's him. I did that. I haven't drawn a human in a while, and I'm really excited that it came out as good as it did, because it's been a hot minute since I drew a human, so I don't feel so weird about having to draw humans again at some point. But, well, thanks for coming to hang out with me, you guys. It's time for bed. It's time for me to go sleep. If anybody's new here and has not followed, consider doing so, because I am working up to that nice 500 follower goal. Got some secret sneakiness for you guys when that happens. And we have a Discord, so Axolotl can hook you up with the Discord link if you are interested in joining the Discord. That's a good way to keep up with everything we're doing, everything we're working on, everything everybody else is working on. We got lots of arts, we got lots of games, we got good stuff. Everybody's super cool with the Discord, so. Lots of memes. Memes are very important. I will not be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so it is my day to rest. And then Saturday's gonna be Stack Saturday, so I think we might do some more sub-sketches or maybe some Pokemon. I haven't decided yet. We might do some Fakemon since we still have some Fakemon left to go. I'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we're doing. But one of those, and then movie. I don't know what movie we're watching either. If Stack Saturday is happening on Saturday, we're doing something together, and then we're watching something together. I don't know what's going on. I'm figuring it out 1 minute at a time. So everybody get your raid messages ready. We're gonna go see what Epi's up to, and all of that. The raid message is Axie Stack topples in. I don't know if you guys want it for copying. I don't know if you care. Axie Stack topples in. There's your raid message. Add any emotes that you wish to that. Ad-lib it however you want. Change the raid message to your desire. It is whatever you wish to do, as long as we are toppling into somebody else's chat. We're gonna go see what Epi's up to. Send him our love. So you guys have a great rest of your night, or a great rest of your day, or whatever it is. And I will see you guys on Saturday for some sort of group shenanigans. I love you all. You're all super great. And I'll see you later. Bye.